We're with the forces fighting people smugglers in East Libya and watch them trying to smash the gangs. We witness the boatloads risking their lives on new sea routes to Europe and see those who fled war taken back to Libya. This is the centre of Europe's smuggling crisis, and we're travelling to the heart of it.
So now we're in Tobruk. It's meant to be a key transit point, a key launching area from where many migrants will connect with smugglers and go over to Europe.
This is one of the main smuggler junctions. The streets are crowded with those wanting to go to Europe. They're all waiting to cross the sea, we're told. The officers are overwhelmed, and many are set on going to Britain.
United Kingdom, wow, that's good. I hope I will be there soon, right?
The unusual access we've got to East Libya is to show us exactly this. The crowds ready to risk their lives on small boats, with many telling us they're escaping war in Sudan.
And when we go back, maybe we're going to die. When we go back to Sudan.
All is hungry. All is hungry. Here is not good. Sudan is not good. Where is God?
Everything is in hand of God. If God say that you are going to make it to Europe, I think nothing will stop us.
They live in miserable, cramped and dirty conditions, waiting all the time for the smuggler's call. It could change their life or end it. Some, still very young, have the scars of the wars they've fled and tell us of their desperation to leave Libya.
A big scar here.
Yeah. Sometimes it's paining, you know. So we just need your help, guys. The situation here in this place that we live is too bad. We just need your help.
I was interested in whether you're scared or frightened of the authorities here.
Yeah, we are very scared. So the authorities is treating us very bad because now the authority can come and chase you from this house, can beat you and can take you to jail.
The sea operations in this part of the Mediterranean are all under the command of the youngest son of General Khalifa Haftar, the warlord ruling the whole of East Libya. The general wants to be seen as Europe's answer to the people smuggling business. So the East Libyans are showing us their efforts intercepting illegal boats and taking them back to North Africa. It's a controversial policy which takes the crew into European search and rescue waters.
We are tantalizingly close to Greece. You can see it through the haze, the sort of island about 40 miles off. And the East Libyan Coast Guard is waiting here to see if it can spot boats which will inevitably turn up, which are trying to head to those islands.
It's the middle of the night when the call comes in.
Yeah, we see you. That's why I stopped the vessel and I point my searchlight on this spot, approximate direction of this boat.
The crew on a cargo vessel has raised the alarm, but the recovery of the dinghy passengers is left to the East Libyans.
There's an absolutely packed dinghy full of people. Difficult to tell how many, but absolutely jam-packed. Legs hanging off, they're so full. They're saying, help me, as they were coming closer. And they're trying to throw them a rope to pull them in.
Panic is setting in. Their engine is broken and they've been nearly 4 days at sea. They're exhausted and wet and desperately thirsty. Many appear dehydrated and very weak. The dinghy is rapidly taking on water and minutes away from sinking. They don't realise yet, but they've just been pulled aboard a brigade ship run by one of the most powerful armed groups in the region. It's a TBZ ship under the command of General Haftar's son, Saddam. His forces are accused of a range of crimes by human rights groups, including rape, torture and smuggling. At this point, the ship's passengers think they're still going to Europe.
This boat is taking you back to Libya.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
These are the East Libyan Coast Guard.
And if we say that we're gonna go next, for example,
in Greek. We're gonna go or we cannot go.
They're taking you away from Greece. They're taking you to Libya.
We don't like Libyan exactly because we don't like Libyan, of course.
Other passengers are equally shocked as the crew tries to placate them.
If we didn't come to you, I think you die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
As their dreams of Europe fade, fear steps in. Throw me in the water, let me die, this man says, but I'm not going back to Sudan or Libya.
They're pretty desperate. They keep on saying, don't take us back, don't take us back, we don't want to go back. A number of them saying that they've tried before, failed, and now trying again, but a lot of desperation and urging us. They think we've got something to do with it, and they're urging us to take them to Europe.
The interception of asylum seekers so close to European territory is highly contentious, returning them to war zones and unstable countries even more so. In cases like this, you don't think too hard about where you are in the sea, the captain tells us. You saw, water was already inside their boat, he goes on. 2 or 3 hours and they'd all be dead. It's a long night back to East Libya, where it's difficult to lodge asylum claims because the only UN-recognised government is in the rival and separated West.
I think a lot of people will wonder about the whole ethics of picking up people who have fled a war zone, who have fled instability, and they say they're terrified for their lives, and who picked them up off the coast of what they consider safety in Europe, and then they've taken them all the way back again to Libya, another country which is considered to be very fractured and very unstable and full of a certain number of dangers.
The men tell us they're all from Sudan too, and legally allowed to stay in Libya, but none want to. And now they're about to be returned to what they were fleeing from, one of the world's worst humanitarian disasters. There's a frantic dash for freedom, a sense they've come too far trying to escape war to give up now. But it's a fruitless, desperate gesture. He knows, along with the rest of them, that they're headed to a detention centre. They'll be locked up now for an unknown time and then sent back to a war zone. They are a picture of despair and helplessness. Alex Crawford, Sky News, East Libya.